From the beginning of time, land has always been a major part of human existence. Humans as well as animals understood how important these lands are to their survival, and so they've always gone to great lengths to protect it. We've needed these lands to build shelters, grow our foods, rear our animals, and even fight battles. During the days of Noah, him and all that were with him in the boat had to wait for the lands to resurface before they could go on with their lives. If you ask me, I would say that land is the most precious gift given to every living thing as far as this earth is concerned. And I believe it's one reason why this planet seems to be the most beautiful and unique planet in the universe. With everything going on in Nigeria since the amalgamation, Biafran War, and independence, I think the shortage of naira notes in Nigeria has been very profound. Growing up, there were times when money was hard to come by. This was more often than I care to recount, and I know it was same for many families I knew back then. One thing that kept my family and so many others going was our ability to grow different crops in small amounts, but enough to keep our families going until our parents could scramble up some cash needed to take care of things that we could not grow in our farms or backyard. My family grew cassava crops in large amounts, enough to feed on for months at a time. Yams in small quantity, but also goes a long way. We grew potatoes, granules, okra, pepper, pumpkin leaves, melon seeds at some point, maize that sometimes lasts a whole year after drying, which is used for pap and cornmeal. My mom reared goats, ducks, chickens, and guinea fowls. During the flood in the early to mid-90s, we used to fish from our veranda in the village. We usually caught enough fish for an average pot of soup, which meant we didn't always need money to feed, all thanks to the lands available in those days. The men and youth went hunting during the dry season, so we had meat from time to time on days when there were no fish or money to buy cow meat from the market. Today, we are telling a totally different story. No money, no food. We've gradually impoverished ourselves by taking away our major means of survival. We are destroying our forests, cutting down the trees, sending most animals into extinction, polluting the lands, and building more houses than we need, so we can make money to afford the same things that we destroy: our source of organic food, meat, clean oxygen, and clean water. We are yet to understand the importance of finding balance between development and nature. Change is good. It's also inevitable. Whoever chooses to hold on to the old ways of doing things will eventually find his or herself left behind as time passes. However, it's also important to evaluate these changes and adopt what's necessary while retaining the fundamental parts. Living spaces have come a long way from a century ago. Even though not every community have adopted this evolved pattern of construction, nonetheless, the new ideas and changes are gradually making their way into every part of the world. My concern is we are not properly analyzing these changes. Looking at the Western world, which is where Africa is taking their cue from, we see some of the things they didn't do right, the consequences of their actions, and what they are doing to fix the problems they are facing. In some parts of Europe, for instance, we see how individuals are embracing the off-grid living so they can produce their own energy, grow their own food to cut down on living expenses, their working hours, and actually get to enjoy a simple life. Another example is how individuals are selling their houses and opting for tiny apartments, embracing a minimalistic lifestyle in order to improve their health, mentally, physically, and otherwise. Another example is the movement by Mr. Beast to plant more trees around the world and clean our oceans and beaches. All these and many more are a way of fixing some of the problems created by man while seeking to satisfy his greed. We can learn from them and make decisions that will not only help improve our quality of life, but also help make the world a better place for the next generations. We need these lands to survive, not the notes we are killing ourselves daily to accumulate. Money is good, but becomes useless when the lands are no more available or healthy enough to sustain life. This is Kemdy Mbago, sharing life's experience, adventures, and ideas on how to attain peace of mind, satisfaction in all areas of life while keeping eternity in perspective. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, stay blessed. Much love from here. Bye.